Hi everyone, welcome back to Desimartini. This is Mahima, and it gives me immense pleasure to welcome our guest today, an actress who needs no introduction, but I'm still going to give it because I'm so excited. Vidya Balan, welcome, ma'am. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are
It's so
you?
nice to have you here. I'm doing well. I loved your movie. We all loved it.
Thank you.
So I want to start by asking you, what is the best compliment that you received for your performance in Jalsa?
There are all kinds of compliments that are pouring in. But most importantly, what I'm happy about is the fact that people are feeling for Maya Menon. You know, um, they're not judging her and saying, oh, she did wrong. Um, I think they feel conflicted towards her, but at the end of it, they're realizing that she's a human being and that they could have been in her place and they don't know what they would have done. That is the best kind of compliment, really. The
So,
fact
like
that
you,
they feel empathy
sorry,
for her.
sorry, please continue. I'm so sorry.
No. I said the fact that they feel empathy for her is a huge compliment for me. Of course, people have been praising, the film, and they've loved the film and loved everyone's performances, and I've been receiving a lot of love. But I think what makes me happiest is this. Also, everyone has loved Surya, the boy who plays Ayush, and that just fills my heart with joy because he's brilliant.
He definitely is like one of the highlights of the movie.
Yeah, absolutely. The heart of the film.
Okay, so ma'am, like you said, there are many who were feeling conflicted towards Maya's character, but in the end, they realized that, it's understandable whatever happened. Let's not go into the details because no spoilers here. But I want to ask you, before you dived into the filming of the movie, was there a part of you that judged Maya's character or even thought that, I mean, how could this happen or anything like that?
No, um, the first time around when Suresh offered me the film, I don't think I had the guts to do it because I felt like, oh, maybe people will judge her because I was judging her. I felt like, oh, but I wouldn't have driven away. But when the pandemic happened, I realized that you don't know what you'll do until you're in that situation, right? Like, it's a ridiculous example, but I've never cooked in my life. During the pandemic, I ended up cooking. So unless you're in a situation, you can say, नहीं नहीं मैं तो कभी किचन के अंदर नहीं जाती, खाना नहीं बनाती, मुझे खाना बनाना नहीं आता, अच्छा भी नहीं लगता. But जब जरूरत पड़ती है तो मैंने की ना. So it's the same rationale that I'm saying. I realized that the way we saw the world, or the world as we knew it, had changed with the pandemic. And I realized that therefore I cannot judge anyone. Who knows what I would have done in that situation? Therefore, I called Suresh and I said, when he said that he's made some changes in the script, I said, I'd like to reread it. And I reread it and I fell in love with it. And I loved the script even the first time around, but this time I felt empathy for Maya and I felt like I want to do this film. So, yes, I was worried that people may judge her.
But thank you for reconsidering because that gave us the chance to witness a once in a lifetime performance. It was wonderful seeing you in that character. Nobody would have imagined.
Thank you. I know a lot of people are saying that, that we couldn't have imagined you doing something like that. And that itself is a compliment also. But I'm glad I could do this as an actor. And that's Suresh Triveni for you. He just, even with Tumhari Sulu, he pushed me out of my comfort zone and he did that again this time around.
So, ma'am, how was your experience of working with him once again? Because Tumhari Sulu was a very different movie. The characters, the themes, poles apart. How different was it this time on the set?
I didn't laugh that much on set because there was no scope to laugh. It was a very intense film, and he knows I have a problem. Once I start laughing, I don't stop. So he would not let anyone come and crack a joke around me on set. But I think it helped keep, the atmosphere had a certain amount of tension, which was wonderful because that's what you needed for the film. But I love his process of working. I just love that he's so passionate about the story he's telling. He is an amazing storyteller, and I love the way he uses his music. Uses music. Even when he narrated to me the first time, he already had his music in place. So it already gave me a sense of the mood. And even on set, we were given musical cues to get into a certain mood. He had created themes for various moods of Maya and Ruxana. And that would really set the mood for the day or for the scene. He's incredible. The way he observes human behavior, the way he manages to put that on paper, and then the way that translates onto celluloid. Amazing.
Now that we've spoken about your character, the film, and your director, coming to your co-star Shefali Shah ma'am, how was your experience of working with her, and what is the one thing that you absolutely loved about her?
Fantastic, to say the least. I've long admired her as an actor, and I'm so glad I got an opportunity to work with her. Not enough, but at least we got an opportunity to work together, and we did some wonderful scenes together. The scene in the kitchen, the gas scene, is one of my favoriteest scenes in the film. And what I absolutely love about her is how manly passionate she is about acting. I love that. I think that's a similarity we share.
I was just going to say that is one thing you both share.
Yeah, that's what I feel too. It's amazing you said that.
Okay, so now, ma'am, it is being said that the digital platform is like a boon for performers, and it is helping many performers get their due. And you have worked with two of them who are stars at the moment, Pratik Gandhi and Shefali Shah ma'am. How has your experience been, and what is your opinion about how brightly they have come out?
No, it's fantastic because Shefali Shah, I always believed that Shefali Shah deserved to be amongst the busiest actors, but obviously she keeps saying that for a long time she wasn't getting the kind of roles that excited her. But thankfully, because of the OTT revolution, there are exciting roles being written for an actor like her. And, therefore it's fantastic. But she has been brilliant even in the films she's done, even in television. So the medium doesn't matter. Shefali will always be, brilliant at whatever she does. Pratik was wonderful to work with. Of course, we'd only seen him in Scam before I worked with him. But he's done a lot of theatre. He's done Gujarati films. So he's also he was so easy to work with.
Now, talking about interesting roles that are being offered to all the actors, you portrayed the role of a journalist in Jalsa. How was your experience? How challenging was it? Was it difficult or was it easy? How was it? I mean, it was definitely not easy, but how was it?
Playing a journalist was not that difficult because, I've been watching the news since my childhood. I've stopped watching the news, but with the pandemic, I started watching the news again during the pandemic. And I've, had the opportunity to visit newsrooms during some film promotions, but also I've interacted with so many of you over the years. So I think even though I use no one particular person as a reference, I think all of that was a resource in my head.
Wow. Okay, wonderful. So now I just have two more questions for you. I'll quickly wrap up this interview to not take too much of your time. Okay, the first thing I want to ask you is, this is your third film which is released on an OTT platform. And while we absolutely love watching your films from the comfort of our homes, I really want to ask from all of your fans, this big question: when are we going to see you shine on the big screen again?
Oh, I hope soon. I hope my next film releases in theaters, inshallah. Let's hope for the best.
Wonderful. Okay. And I just have one more question for you, ma'am. Over the years, you have become a person you have become your own brand. When people think Vidya Balan, a Vidya Balan film, they have so many expectations from it. And more than anything else, they just think, oh, it's a Vidya Balan film, then I've definitely got to watch it. Does it put any pressure on you? And also, I want to ask you one more question. Will we ever see you in a Marcy Entertainer again?
Oh, I'd love to do a Marcy Entertainer. I'd love to do the female version of one of those Rohit Shetty cop films. You know,
Wow.
yeah, like I'd love to do that. I love Marcy films. And as far as sorry, the first part of
The
your
pressure,
question,
any pressure
yeah,
that
no, I don't feel any kind of
expectations
pressure.
come.
I just feel happy and grateful that people shower me with so much love, and I see their expectations as encouragement to do my best. But I don't take the pressure at all. I only work for myself. So my choices are only guided by what I want to do.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time. Thank you for this lovely chat. And we all love your laughter. Please keep laughing. And I
Oh,
really hope we get to see you in a Rohit Shetty cop drama.
yeah, yes. Thank you. Thank
Thank you,
you.
ma'am.
Thanks, Mahima.